Well, Zen, you ready to go for a walk on our day off? Huh? You want to go for a walk? Yeah, too excited. We're going to go up the mountain today. So let me grab Zen, get my backpack on, hat, sunglasses, lock up the bus, and go enjoy this beautiful day. And today we're going to go up to the Virgin Rim Trail up on top of the hill. This is our access in our campground. Let's get walking, Badge. Come on this way. And that is not a ponderosa. I think it's a yellow fir, yellow pine, eastern pine. This is a new trail they put in, so we're going to use it. Heading up the hill, 1/2 mile. Well, we didn't get very far before we came upon our first obstacle. And I got something to take care of that. So I'll get my backpack here. Zippers are at. There they are. Zippers are way down here. Yep, we're going to do a little tree maintenance. And you can tell through the forest here as we go through that these trees, forests have not been maintained like the other campgrounds we've been in. You know, where there's just big spaces between trees and a lot of cut out of the way and not much underbrush. These have not. So we're going to go cut this out of the way. I'm just cutting this out of the way because of bicyclists come through here. They don't have to fight this corner. So we're going to cut it back here. There we go. That way, bicyclists won't get stuck on the tree roots, on the tree logs coming down the mountain. I think there's 2 or 3 more, but we'll take care of that as we go. Looks like somebody's been building a shelter up here. Sasquatch has been around again. Oh, pretty nice. But this is a nice trail. Like I said, 1/2 mile from the campsite. Campgrounds are very quiet today. Pretty quiet. So we're out taking a walk. Well, we're gaining 600 feet elevation, so if you hear me panting, we're going uphill. But I'm going to show you the spruce tree. Look at the size of this thing. An old dead spruce. But the thing is, you got new growth all around it. And as I said, this is a non-maintained forest because the trees are just left where they fall. Unless they fall across the road or the trail, and they get cut up. Lots of firewood in case a fire came through, which I hope it doesn't. Well, we'll cut the end of that one off. It's kind of a spear. Then up here we got a little bit more challenging things to do. Oh, let's see here. Watch out, Zen. Watch out, bud. Come on, get up here. You're in the tree, Roy. You're in the tree fall. Move. Hey, move. You gotta move. 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 Move, dog. Okay. I don't want the tree to fall on you. Yeah, let me grab two hands so I can pull this tree down. Because it's not that heavy, super light deadwood, but it's stuck up on another tree. Here we go. Goodness gracious. Watch out, Zen. Here comes the tree down. Get down on it. There we go. It's like playing Lincoln logs around up here. So let me see if I can cut this one. This is a little bit bigger than what my saw will cut, but we're going to attempt it anyway. I do have another battery, which I think I'll need it. This is bigger than my saw will cut, but we'll keep on working on it. And just like that, we cut through it. Took a couple cuts, but we got there. So now we have a free open area for loggers, for bikers. See, it's not that heavy. These have been dead for years. So we can easy access path. So let's get hiking. I think I need to take off my jacket because it's warm here in the sun with no wind, but as soon as I get up top, I'm going to need it again. Easy access. Last time we had to crawl over that and duck under the other one. So now we got a free walking area. You can see where other trees have been cut. I didn't cut these, but somebody else did. Every year, the mountain bike crew comes through here and cleans all the trees off the trail. Haven't made it this year, so we're jumping ahead of them. Move out of the way. We have made it to the intersection. Dyke Trail, Navajo Lake Trail. This is Virgin Rim Trail. So we're going to walk around, find a place to sit, and catch our breath. Zen and I are not used to climbing mountains. Let's go find a seat, buddy. What do you think? And some shade. When I wrote the following pages, or rather the bulk of them, I lived alone and in the woods, a mile from any neighbor, in a house which I had built myself on the shores of Walden Pond in Concord, Massachusetts, and earned my living by the labor of my hands only. I lived there 2 years and 2 months and 2 days. At present, I am a sojourner in civilized life again. The opening lines of Walden. What a beautiful place to read them from. Give you a quick tour around. Zion is over that way, and there's smoke-filled skies. There's a hoodoo or two down there. This is a canyon on the other side of my campground, half a mile away. Well, we'll finish our walk up here and head back down. Got to do a little maintenance on Walden this evening, and then we'll end the video. So let's get back down this mountain. I'm going to do a little more Walden maintenance today. I'm going to change my coolant filter. Some of you may be like, what in the world? Coolant filter? Yeah, on buses and trucks, big trucks, they have a coolant filter right here. Comes off the water pump, goes back through and back in underneath. And I'm going to change this one. That it has not been changed in a while because this number here, this Hastings WC6, was discontinued about 15 years ago. So all I got to do is shut off the flow here, there, and see if I can get underneath here with my neighbor's. That is tight. Strap wrench, and see if I can break this thing loose here. Boy, that isn't tight. I'm gonna have to go a little higher, get more towards the threads. Oh, well, let me think this. Whew, that is on there tight. Let me pause the camera and I'll see if I can break her loose. All right, whew, that was on super tight. I got it broken loose. I've got a bucket underneath. It's catching the extra antifreeze that may come out of it. See if I can. Oh, I thought I had it hand tight, but I don't. This thing was meant to, there it goes, stay on there for a while. I'm going to have to get me one of these strap wrenches. There we go. Now we can break it loose. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I just want to make sure that this one is the same as the one I've got to put on it, because this one, like I said, has been discontinued years ago. And make sure the new one, which is a Wix, make sure that fits on there before I get rid of this old one. Oh, goodness. Well, there's some chunky stuff in it. All right, let me get that back down there. Make sure there's no gasket on it. No matter the filter, you got to make sure that your gasket doesn't stick to your housing. And that is good. That looks to be the same thing. Yep, I think that is a perfect match. It said it was a match online, but you know, you got to check things out because things don't always say what they're supposed to be. And I'm going to fill this one full of antifreeze and I'll stick it back on there. All right, let me fill this with antifreeze. That way we won't have any kind of air gap in this system if this is full of fluid. We're getting there. There we go. Let me add a little bit of a on this seal. Like this is antifreeze, it's not oil, so it may make a difference, but it should fit right in there. Twist it right on. There we go. And all you need to do is give it a quarter turn. You don't have to hand tight it. You don't have to crank it down with a wrench, but there it is. There's the coolant filter has changed. And this does have some coolant additives in it that help the cooling system. And that just kind of helps contamination out of your coolant system, out of your radiator. So that's it on this one. We're finally getting a little rain today. First time in a month, but not enough to stop the burn ban, which begins in a couple days. But it'll help.